Hey guys, welcome to this new video. In this video, we're going to be doing a speed test comparison between the iPhone 11 Pro Max and the brand new Samsung Galaxy S20 Plus. Now, before we get into the testing, let's talk about some of the specs. Well, the ones that matter anyways. Apple's chips on their mobile devices have been amazing for a couple of years now. That's the iPhones and the iPads. In fact, they are ahead of their time if you ask me. The A13 Bionic chip is so good that it went neck and neck with the A12X in the previous generation iPad. I have a video on that. You can check it out by clicking here. And of course, in terms of graphics, this packs the 4-core Apple GPU and 4 gigs of RAM. Now on the Samsung or Android part of things, we have the latest and greatest from Qualcomm in terms of mobile chips, which is the Snapdragon 865 CPU. This also has the Adreno 650 graphics and 12 gigs of RAM, which is 3 times what we have in the iPhone 11 Pro Max, but let's see how that translates into real world usage. Now the first test we're going to be doing is a boot up test, which is not a technical test in any way. It does not suggest that one is faster than the other, but we are here already, so might as well do it. So as you can see, the Samsung did boot up first, and now we're waiting for the iPhone. Shortly after, the iPhone is here with us. These tests are going to be divided into 4 parts. We have some system apps, some benchmark apps, some everyday apps, and of course we have some games down there. First, we're going to start with benchmark tests, and I've already gone ahead to run Geekbench on both devices. As you can see here, the iPhone scored 1328, completely blowing away the Samsung 773 in the single core test. That's ridiculous. As I said earlier, the CPUs in here are ahead of their time. But for the more important multi-core test, which is running heavier tasks, the iPhone scored 3439 versus the Samsung's 3099, which is basically around 10% faster than what's in here. Next, we're going to do an internet speed test using, well, the speed test app. And as I stated earlier, both devices are connected to the same not so great internet connection. So here are the results. The iPhone scored 28.8 down and 1.37 up, while the Samsung scored 20.1 down and 4.00 up. So we'll just minimize those. Now I'm going to test the system apps, which of course I expect none of these phones to have problems with. Calculator, they opened up at about the same time, and here we have calendar, basically same time, maybe the Samsung a little bit faster. We'll go to camera. I think the iPhone was faster there, maybe. Now let's load up the exact same page on Google Chrome, gsmarena.com. The Samsung is done, and the iPhone is still processing for some reason. Now the iPhone is done. Let's minimize those. Now we're going to load up YouTube, and of course we have the exact same account signed in on both devices. Subscribe to my channel, YouTube. The Samsung loaded up faster, and the iPhone is still loading. Now we have the iPhone done, whisked. We'll just minimize those. Next, we're going to export a 4K 60 frames footage of my car I shot this morning to 1080p. So let's just load up InShots. No, I think the iPhone was faster there. The footage is around 21 seconds, but we're going to trim it to 15 seconds each and then export. So we have them trimmed to exactly 15 seconds now. Let's try to export. So we'll just start. And even though the iPhone started before the Samsung completed it first, and I mean, that's just ridiculous. The 865 here, it's really pulling its weight. So we'll just minimize those. Now we're done with the system apps, everyday apps, and some 4K rendering. Let's move to some heavy tasks now, and of course games. So we'll start with Subway Surf. Loading. The Samsung totally ripped through that, and the iPhone came in very close behind. We'll minimize those. Asphalt. iPhone kind of loaded that up quickly there. So the iPhone loaded that up quicker than the Samsung, and well, I won't say I'm surprised, but yeah. Now let's load up Call of Duty. The iPhone opening it up faster, and as you can see, it's already in the lead. iPhone already in that loading screen, the Samsung catching up, and let's see what happens here. The Samsung seems to be in the lead now, and the Samsung just edges it from the iPhone. Very, very close there, closest so far, I believe. And now we're going to load up PUBG. Okay, so the iPhone loaded it first because it was kicked out of the account, which means it was there before this one joined in, as they are both signed to the same account. So definitely that one there goes to the iPhone. So obviously we've been minimizing those apps. As you can see here, they are still in the recents, and we're going to open them up one by one to see which ones are still in the memory. Calculator, both still in memory. Camera, no refresh. Yes, both still in memory. Obviously I did not expect any of the phones to, refresh any of those little apps. Now Chrome, no problems there. Geekbench, both still there. We have a refresh here from the iPhone. In short, well, I guess it's starting to tell, the 12 gigs of RAM. YouTube, refresh from the iPhone there. Speed test, both still in memory. Asphalt, both still in memory, no problem there. Call of Duty, both still in memory, just kicking themselves out of the accounts. PUBG, both still in memory, no problem there. Very good for the iPhone so far. And we have Subway Surf, both still in memory, no problem there. Both phones did very well. I'm actually surprised with how well the iPhone did, keeping those apps in the background, especially those heavy games. But there was no way it was going to surpass the superior multitasking capacity of the 12 gigs RAM on the Samsung Galaxy S20 Plus. And in terms of multitasking prowess, the S20 Plus also has a trick up its sleeve. You can come into the recents here and select the app icon and choose to keep it open for quick launching. You can do this to 3 apps, and those 3 apps will always remain running no matter what you are opening. If you're the type of guy that opens 1000 apps, I don't judge, but if you're that guy, keep those 3 always running, so whenever you want them, they launch quickly. So anyways guys, that's been the video, and if you're wondering what these cases are, this is the Vault from Caseology for the S20 Plus, and this is the Tough Armor from Spigan for the iPhone 11 Pro Max. And just before we go, please guys, stay at home, wash your hands, use sanitizers. I was never this light skinned, but I wash my hands like 50 times a day now. We'll get through this. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you loved it, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.